guess what I just did? That's right, another sash. This time we threw a little apple on there, and then we wrote child development up and down the damn thing. But I got a job that's coming tomorrow. It's this right here on the screen. Show you guys in a minute. Guy hits me up on Facebook Marketplace, says he wants to drop off 2 polos to get this done, and he was wondering if he could wait while I got it done, which is cool. It should be pretty small, pretty fast, but the picture that he sent me is pretty bad. I told him if he had a better picture, the logo, or an actual like top-down photo of the polo, which is what he sent me. But he sent me the exact same picture he sent me the first time. I just said, you know what, yeah, just come tomorrow. I'll have it ready to go, and then you can wait around while I get it done. So that's what I'm working on today, just making sure that it's ready to go for tomorrow when he gets here, and I collect the money and get him out of here. Here's the picture. I already got started a little bit. Obviously the picture was taken at an angle, so I know it doesn't look like this 100%. I'm just gonna trace it exactly how it is right now, and then once I remove the picture, I'll start moving things around to get everything lined up and see if it looks normal. If it looks good, then I'm not gonna be doing much tweaking. For sure, I'm going to be aligning this stuff much better. Yeah, I'm gonna finish tracing this up, and then I'm gonna run a little sample. I'm gonna be honest, that felt really iffy. I mean, you guys can see it, the design itself, it is what it is. I got this here, so this is pretty wide. This is 5 inches, so I'm probably gonna run one at 3 inches in case the shirts are really small. Just worst case scenario kind of with the text down here. If it could do well at 3 inches, then anything bigger would be even better. So I'm gonna run one at 3 and maybe just one at 3.5. Actually, no. I'm just gonna run one. Like I mentioned, if it runs well at 3 inches, anything bigger would be even better. So let's just do that real quick. Here it is, 3 inches. It's actually really small. I am definitely gonna go bigger, which is good. So the parking enforcement will be a little bit more legible. Let's say I did have to do 3 inches, then I would put up the parking enforcement as close as I could to the yellow, so that then I could still make it a little bit bigger. And on the palm trees, I would probably remove every other little spike that I digitized in there, so that they're also more noticeable. But for sure gonna go at least half an inch bigger on this. I had some issues there with the black thread. That's why I switched to red here for the letters. I'm happy with it. We'll leave that there. Tomorrow we have to go to downtown, gotta get a hoodie, and gotta pick up some boxes to ship hats. We just ran out today, and we're gonna check out a new spot that we've never been to somewhere downtown tomorrow. So we'll take you guys along, and hopefully they got good pricing over there. We didn't get that many clips, but of course we stopped by One Stop T-Shirt Warehouse. This is where we get our shirts, polos, hoodies, sweatshirts. We've shown this spot in previous videos. We always go to it. The spot for the boxes is called Golden Plastic. It was pretty small, but they had everything you could ask for or need for all your packaging needs. Got these boxes, 25 for $16. 5 was a little weird in there, but it was cool. We just got our stuff and did. All right, we're back. I actually am running one more sample. It is 12:08. The guy's coming at 12:30, I think, so I want to make sure we got this right. Here are the changes that I did. So I went from 3 inches to 3.5. I still took off one little spike from each of these branches to space everything out a little bit. Here's the second practice run. The letters much better. Everything looks pretty good. This is at 3.5. Only thing I'm gonna do is make the waves, I think they're waves, a little bit thicker, and I'm gonna remove the underlay. It has like zigzags and I don't know what else, so unnecessary for that thin line. I also have this sash hooped up. We're doing a name, 16 inches in height, running like that, name Fabian. So that looks pretty straight to me. All I'm gonna do is tape off the sides, ready to go. Just got the shirts. It's 12:48, so 148, 150. I hope to be done, but he also wanted his name on the other side, so we gotta do that real quick. I'm gonna do the logos while I digitize the name. The logo itself runs like 7 or 8 minutes, so should have time to spare, but the real stretchy polo type. I just cut out the second stitch out, and it still looks pretty small, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna go 4 inches on this instead of 3.5. Debating whether I should use 2 pieces of cutaway because this thing is thin and it's real stretchy. I am gonna use 2. We don't have polos to waste. Usually for these logos on polos, they're like passing or in the middle between the last button and the stitching here. So I'm gonna place this here. Actually, I'm not gonna need this thing. So here it is, real stretchy polo. Let's check out the stats out here. Back here, 100% polyester. That's the brand LAPG. 2 sheets of 2.5 ounce cutaway stabilizer. Drum roll, please. Let's go. I have my needle already at the mark, down the middle point here at the top of my tape. Good luck to me. That's running. I'm gonna try to get the second one ready to go as well. I have another the same hoop, but it's for the Melco, but I at least could get the bottom one ready. Throwing down stuff. Okay, the name was gonna be Sanchez, comma, J, period. I think I'm gonna keep this same font, and it will probably be 3.5, so a little bit smaller than the actual logo, but still a solid size. For my start and stop, dead center at the top of it. Well, I hope the next one, and then I'll show you guys good this one here. Got the next one ready to go. Here it is. Not bad. While that goes, we could clean this one up a little bit. I changed it so that it does jump stitches, especially between the satins, the waves. Came out a little bit cleaner that way. Lost the stick. When you gotta hurry up and do something, time just flies by. We're about 30 minutes in already. I think like 28 minutes in, something like that. The second one's still going, and we still gotta do the name, so I'm just gonna prepare for the name already, and it should be like 2 minutes. But no matter how small the job, it's always the cleaning that kind of is a bit of a drag and eats up so much time. So just gonna make sure 3.5 is good for the name. I think it'll be perfect. Let's get that hooped up real quick. Part of the hoop. I'm already lined up over here. Now the name. Nothing to it. I'm just gonna finish this, the other name, get everything cleaned up, because it's all gonna be the same thing. So I'll show you guys in just a minute how we did. I am just finishing up, closing in on this little job here. Just gotta cut this backing, and we're done. I think we have right now 15 minutes to spare. What I gotta do is let them know that, so we had said at 1:45, most likely his stuff will be done. Just gotta let them know to shoot through. Here we go. I'll throw it in this bag. And time. I'm back, y'all. Everything went smooth. He liked it. He said he was, so he just got started at that job apparently. He's gonna bring me some windbreakers, he says. Whether he does or doesn't, I don't know, but he liked this job, so let's get going to the sash. Now for this one, by the way, if anybody's interested, I was using the 5.5 Mighty Hoops. I have a link in my description, so you get free shipping when you order from their website. Code TKStitch25 at checkout. Now, for the sash, unfortunately, I had to use this big boy, the green one, because they wanted to cross the whole sash. And I have to change the, I have to move the arms all the way to the furthest notch. You don't have to change any settings on the machine when switching to this hoop. Just gotta move it. For this one, I'm gonna use the alignment tool. I just marked 2 spots on whatever I'm doing, and it'll align to those 2 spots to make sure that it runs across straight. I don't know if it's gonna work because I put the name Fabian sideways, right? So it could stitch out across here. So I don't know if it's gonna get all wonky once I do this, but I do have my 2 points. So one on this end, and then one all the way across on the opposite end, which I actually had it hooped up pretty straight. It's right on my mark, so I'm gonna back out of that. So I had to rehoop this and pull it more that way because the 16 inches was gonna fly off on this side here. Let's see if I was able to scoot it over enough. Yeah, it should be good now. 16 is right here. Okay, the trace is complete. Probably gonna have to reload it because we got the error message. Name back limit over, whatever. There we go. So for this one, that's the name, right? Going up and down. I put a satin for everything, but I also made sure that it had a split. The way I digitize this one is lettering, Fabian. I had Times Roman on that one. And then I came down here. I know you guys probably can't see as good as when I do the screen record, but just gotta get this done. They're actually picking this one up. They dropped it off today and picking it up today as well. But there's this one over here, the baseline, and it automatically does that for you. Letter spacing, I just messed around with this, bumped it up. The height, 16. So it was something like that. I came over to Phil, it's in satin, auto split, and boom, just like that. I also had to mess around with the pull comp to make sure that that the letters were thick, because that's the inspo pick pretty much along the whole thing. But you know, when they do a mock-up here, like the F, like worn, is literally gonna be by the neck. So we kind of have to change things up just a little bit so it actually makes sense. But yeah, it should run across the whole thing. I don't know if it's a bro thread or what's the other one? Sim thread or something, but it came out really coarse, I guess you could say. Like, it's not smooth. So I keep getting a bunch of shredding on it. I should put in an order from candle thread at least. I think it's a little bit cheaper than Madeira. And it's also really, really solid thread. But there we go. It's funny, I was just telling the guy that picked up the shirts, the parking enforcement, just today I got a ticket in the mail. I may or may have not parked in red in downtown LA, but it was like a picture that was taken from like the street light. So I guess they're already running like automatic ticket giving system because I didn't have a ticket on the windshield or anything, and I just got it today after what, 2-3 weeks. So that sucks. But I don't know, coincidence, this guy working in parking enforcement came today. I don't know what that means. Just saying. Oh, done. There we go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Somebody came to play with my baby. There it is right there. It's one of those little sashes. Goes right above my waistline. But there it is. That's what they want. I think we're still going to put class of 25 also running down this way, and then the word barber. So this is like from barber school or something. Nice. Not bad. By the way, these are the boxes that we picked up today. The stack of 25 boxes, 8 by 8 by 6. It was $16 for the stack of 25, so not bad. If anybody's looking for it, it's in the downtown LA area. I think the cross streets were Maple and 14th Street, alongside the 10 freeway, around the same area where we've always gone to pick up our sweaters and all that. So just look that up if you're around and interested. They also had some pretty good pricing on poly bags. I think they had 30-something dollars for about 1,000 pieces of clear poly bags, which are good for shirts or sweaters, you know, anything that you're delivering or shipping out. Not a bad price. I'll leave it here. We've been running around all day. It's 2 p.m. I haven't had anything to eat, so I'm gonna eat real quick. Still gotta run some errands, and then I'm gonna come back and finish this sash because I think they need to pick it up by 5 or 6. So I still gotta hustle on that. But if you guys did like today's video, go ahead, drop the like and sub for all your embroidery content. Appreciate you guys for watching. Deuces.